Justin Tucker to kick off.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2-1 loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Point is good.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Good shot. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, so these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
2 yards.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now Burrow on first down, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Cincinnati.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
An 8-yard.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Nixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
On
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Joe Mixon.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He was brought
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flushed out right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up 2nd.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now it's Jackson. Caught, touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 38, Bengals 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now it's Burrow. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Play action, it's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good. Tucker
with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Bengals 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Burrow looking to pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run with Mixon, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35.
Burrow's pass.
A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards.
43 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Was looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Loss of 6.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play. 3rd down here. To the air again, Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Dobbins the ball.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Sets up 1st down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
And for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
For Marquise Brown.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Von Bell.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Down, Cincinnati.
Check nine. Nike, 18.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and gets...
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Yard gain on the play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Trap 60. Trap 60.
A final shot now for Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game.
Today's final.
Win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that